Hello everyone and welcome. It's Hugh here at LocksOn and I'm here with another one of our Config Challenge webinars. So just before I get started with what today's challenge is, let me just remind you where you can see all of our current and previous challenges. You can see them on this web page here of our website, lockson.com/ENEN/ID/daily-config-challenge. And on this website, you will get the live links to join these webinars live. So if you'd like to, we hold the morning briefing at 9:30 a.m., which is this one here where I explain what we will be doing today. We have a Q&A at 1 p.m. That's a lovely informal session. Just come and join in, open mic, have a nice little chat, share screens if we need to, ask me anything you want. And then at 5 p.m. we have the solution. Also on this page, you'll get the link to the most recent challenge so that you'll be able to see what that is and give it a crack yourself. And we also have all of the links to all of our previous challenges on here as well. And on all of these links, you will see the challenge briefing. So this morning briefing, a PDF of what the challenge was, the solution video, and a finished config file as well. So now that that's out of the way, let's go on to today's challenge. So today's challenge is something very close to my heart as an ex-access control engineer. This is something that I had to do many, many times, and it's something that can be rather complex using other access control systems. But of course, we know that LocksOn can do everything. So let's solve it with LocksOn. And so what we have, our user story, is as the bursar of a new college building that's under construction, we have a particular problem that we need a solution to overcome. This building has several floors, and on each floor is a different department. And so what we need to happen is we need to limit the access to the floors depending on who is allowed to go in them, so that staff will be able to go to any floor, but a certain student who studies a certain subject will only be able to go to the floor of their subject. In the lift shaft, there is going to be an NFC code touch, so we need to make this integrate into the lift buttons so that a certain lift button can only be pressed when a valid fob or code has been presented. The stairwells are not an issue. We don't have to worry about them in this challenge because there's a door at the top of every stairwell anyway. So our details. This building has 4 floors, and each floor has a different department. The ground floor is the entrance and enrollment department. The first floor is mathematics, the second floor is engineering, and the third floor is staff offices. The ground floor must be accessible by everybody because people go in there to enroll, which means that they won't have a key fob at that point. So everybody should be able to get to the ground floor. The first floor should only be accessible by staff and mathematics students. The second floor should only be accessible by staff and engineering students. And the third floor should only be accessible by staff. There will be an NFC code touch installed in the lift. And we are then going to have relays from LocksOn. They can be on your demo case, they can be through Nano 2 relay trees, whatever you think the best option is. And basically there are 2 ways that we can integrate these relays into the lift. We could either physically pop one of the buttons out, and on the back of it we'll probably find 2 cores that wire to the control box. We would just snip one of those cores and wire it in series with a LocksOn relay, so that both the LocksOn relay has to be closed and then the button has to be pressed. The second way, we would wire our relays into the lift control box directly. Either way though, we are going to be using LocksOn relays for each lift button. So what we need to happen is a valid fob needs to be presented before the buttons in the lift can be pressed to go to a specific floor. And that is going to be the main bulk of our challenge. And as always, with all of our challenges, we like to give a little bit extra for anyone who gets that far and would like to challenge themselves even further. So our little extra challenge is that this building has an open day on the 3rd Thursday of every month. And so on this day, the department wants for all of the lift buttons to be operational without the need for presenting a key fob or code. So on the 3rd Thursday of every month, all of those lift buttons just work. There's no requirement to press a fob because it's an open day. Members of the public can come in, prospective students, and they should be able to go everywhere in the building and see how cool and wacky and wonderful this new college department is. Brilliant. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Please join me again at 5 p.m. for the solution if you're watching live, or if you're not, I hope you're enjoying this series. Please watch the solution video, take a look at the config file, and I will see you again next time. Thank you, everybody, and good luck.